Hi everyone, welcome back to JDCodebase. Today we are starting our JavaScript crash course specifically for data structure and algorithm. If you are planning to start DSA with JavaScript, this video will give you everything you need before we touch real algorithm. And I am not covering DOM, browser stuff or framework, only pure JavaScript that we actually use while solving problems. And yes, the PPT and the code will be available in the video description, so you can use them. So before we start coding, let me quickly tell you the goal of this session. By the end of this video, you will understand the JavaScript you need for DSA, variables, condition, loops, function, recursion, objects, and more. The idea is building confidence so when we reach algorithms, nothing feels new or confusing. So let's start with the variables. In JavaScript, we have three main ways to create variables: let, const, and var. For DSA, you will mostly use let and const. Let is used when value needs to change, and const is used when we do not want to change the value. And var is older and has scope issues, so we avoid it, especially in DSA. Next is the data types. JavaScript has primitive types like number, string, boolean, null, undefined, big int, symbol, and then we have objects, which includes array, function, key value. And knowing data types is important because in DSA sometimes value look the same but behave differently, especially string and arrays. Now this is an example of these data types. Now to check what type of a value is, we use type of operator. For arrays, type of actually returns object. So to check if something is an array, we use array.isArray. This is basically for the array one. Now sometimes we need to change the value in a specific type like number to string, string to number, because JavaScript convert it automatically. So we can use the number, string, boolean, parseInt, and forceInt, parse float to convert values. And we also have operators like arithmetic, operator plus minus, multiply, divide, modulo, and comparison operator, double equal, triple equal. This is a special concept in JavaScript. And greater than, smaller than, and ternary operator also to a smaller one of the if else condition, and this assignment and logical operator. These are used everywhere inside loops, condition, recursion, basically throughout the DSA. So let's move to VS Code and try these things practically first. So first I am creating a variable using the let age is equal to 21. Now with the const value, const is always in the uppercase letter, don't use the lowercase letter. And pi is equal to 3.14. and if I console this, console.log age and pi, and when I run this node 01, I get 21 and 3.14. yes. But when I try to change the value of this pi, because this is a const, it gives the type error. Let's see, pi is equal to 3.15 and console.log pi. So let's see what is the output. See, this gives a type error of assignment to the constant variable. So let's comment this, other this gives the error again. Now next is the type checking. Type checking is like console.log type of age. Type of age is the, as you see, this is a number one, I get the number, and console.log type of this hello, it is a string, this gives string, normal one. Console.log type of true, true is the boolean, true and false both are the boolean, you can write anyone, it gives the boolean. When you give the 0, let's see what is the output. Again we get the number. Great. So you can see here we get the number, string, and boolean, all the three. Next one is the type conversion. Type conversion is the converting the string to number, number to string, like let num equal to 50. Great. And console.log type of this num, as expected the type of num is the number, and but if I make it to string, now what, I get the string as a type of this num. But how can I convert into the number format by string to number? Just use number, and now I get the number as the type of this. and you can also convert using this anyone by string or boolean. Next is the operators. Operators are like plus, minus, multiply, divide, console.log, 10 plus 5, console.log, 10 minus 5, and 10 multiply 5, 10 divided by 5, and so on. So basically the important part is the comparison operator. The like 5 double equal to 5 and console.log 5 triple equal to this 5. Now let's see the output. If you see, this one is the normal 10 plus 5 and this multiply this board mass and normal one. But here is the check is that 5 is double equal to 5 is the true, but triple equal to 5 is the false. Why? Because it checks the both the value and data type, and use this triple equal every time, whether you are in the development or in the DSA, in the problem solving. And the logical operator like true and false, and is used when the means when both are the true. So as expected, false is the output and the true or false. As for your operator, you can get the true. If anyone is the true, it returns the true. Last one is the ternary operator. This is the most important in JavaScript concept basically. Like 5 is greater than 3, yes, then use this question mark and print the yes, else no. So it is basically a simple one-liner if else. 5 is greater than 3, yes, this gives yes, but if I make these 31, then it gives no. So this is a one-liner if else. Next is the control flow. In control flow we have the if else, switch, and ternary as we see the example a moment ago. In if else we similar one, the if it is greater than 50, then console.log pass, else console.log fail, similar to this one. Next is the switch case. Switch case is used for the cases like when we have multiple cases like case 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to n, and just when we when like here we have the 2 and here day is 2 and it matches with these numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and when it matches, it prints the value here like console.log Tuesday and break, and break is necessary in this, must be here use break. Next is the loops. Loops help us the repeated tasks. We will use everywhere in DSA, whether it is iterating through the array, string, or searching. And two important loops are the in JavaScript is the for op and for in. For op is basically for the arrays and for in specifically for the objects. Next is the loop control, break and continue. Break exits the loop when it matches, and continue skip the iteration, just means when it comes here it skips this part. And function are reusable block of code. We have normal function, function expression, arrow function, and these are the way to declaring the function. Regular function is declared by just function, this function name and parameters, and arrow function is declared by this and function expression. Now let's move to VS Code and see these if else and control flow and loops and functions. So for if else, I will take this ternary operator example, like if 5 is greater than 3, it prints console.log yes, else console.log no. See, this is a one-liner and it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines of code. So that's why in JavaScript we have a advantage of using this. Same, it say yes. Next is the switch case. A switch let day equal to 2 and switch it takes the value and check the case 1, and in the case 1 when it match, just write Sunday, and you must be use this break. Case 2, console.log Monday and break. Case 3, console.log Tuesday and break. And you can also give the based on your choice, with default case or not, like console default console.log invalid day, and there is no need to give the break in the last case. So when I run this, I get the Monday as the day is equal to 2. Next is the for loop. For loop, as the normal for loop syntax is for let I equal to 0, I is smaller than 5, I plus plus, console.log I. So here first it initialization, then checking, then print, again it means this one increment the value, and again goes to check and print, means first, second, third, then fourth, again this second, third, fourth. This is the way. So if you see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and for loop is the normal, and while loop is also similar to for loop, just a syntax change here. First initialization, while let I equal to 0 and start a while loop, and here we have to check I is smaller than 5 and console.log I and I plus plus. Similar one, initialization, checking, printing, and increment. See, similar one, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next is a for of loop. For of loop is used basically mainly on the arrays. Like I have an array let nums equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, and for const n of nums, console.log n. So it takes the values 10, 20, and 30 and 40 one by one and prints here. So if you see 10, 20, 30, 40. And next one is the for in. For in is the use for the object must. Like I have a object const user and name JD, and age is the 20. Oh, I forgot the comma here. Now for const key in user and console.log key and key of user of key. So it takes the value key, here is the name and age. That's why the objects called the key value pair, because key and value, key and value. When I run this, I get name JD, age 20. Next is the function. Functions, like a normal function add a comma b, and it returns a plus b. And next one is the arrow function, const multiply a comma b, and the work is the a multiply b, normal one. Then the function expression, const divide equal to function a comma b and return a divided by b. Then console.log just check the by calling this function, add 5 plus 5, then multiply 5 comma 2 divide 10, 2. When we run this, I get 10, 10 and 5, means 5 plus 5, 10, 5 multiplied to 10, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So last here is the arrays is the order list of value, and we will cover definitely in next video. In the complete video is on the arrays. So this is a basically I can briefly explain you, introduce this by arrays order list of values, and it create by using this bracket and the array constructor. And these are the some useful method of adding and removing element into the array by push, pop, shift, unshift and splice. Don't worry, we will cover in the upcoming videos, in the next video also. And this is some useful method of this map, filter, reduce, for, and spread and destructuring, string basics. So basically strings are something we manipulate a lot, reversing, checking frequency, slicing, searching, etc. And these are the some string input string methods. Dot length, slice. Dot length give the length of the string. Slice give the portion of that portion from the string. To uppercase, to lowercase, char code that includes, split, replace. These are some useful methods. Next is the objects. Objects help store structured data. In DSA, we use them for hashing, storing counts, or grouping items. And we can access the properties by using the dot notation and bracket notation, by user dot name and by user of age, means by using this bracket, square bracket. And these are some methods. Object dot keys give the values like here. If you see, I create the object name and age. Here name and age is the keys, and these 20 and JDs are the value. So when I write object dot keys, this gives the array of keys, name and age. And when I write the object dot values, it gives the value of JD and 20. When I write the object dot entries, this gives the entire the object. So set is it store the unique values, and we will cover also in a separate video, and I will mark here for this video map also. Next is the recursion. Recursion means a function calling itself, used in the tree, graph and divide and conquer tree techniques, and it is a most important things. A wide it also has a separate video on this series. So let's move to VS Code, and first see the string. String is the let message is equal to hello JD, and we can have in this string we have some useful method like message dot length and console dot log message dot. When if you see, I just write the dot and the VS Code suggests me like char code at concat and switch includes index of length match, means these are the useful methods of this, like message dot slice and starting number where to start the section 0 to 5th index. Basically last this 5 minus 1 means the end minus 1, and console.log message dot includes JD. So this includes give the boolean value whether it is true or false based on the out. So if you see message dot length is 8, if you count this 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and message dot includes JD, yes. Slice give the means cut the value from 0 to 5 alphabet from this. And last one is the objects. Const student equal to name JD and age is the 21. And if I want to if I say object dot keys and console.log object dot values. So when I run this, what happens? Okay, I forgot to give this object name student. Now, yes, see, it gives the arrays of the keys, array of the values, and there is one more console.log object.entries of student. So when I run this, I get the arrays of these values of object. Last one is the recursion. In the recursion we have a most common example is the factorial one. Yes, like I have function factorial. It takes a value n, and first we have to give the base case in the recursion when to stop this function. If n equal to 1 and return the 1. Then we have to do all operation like return and multiply factor n minus 1, and console.log just call this function by 5, and factorial 5 is the 5 multiply 4 multiply 3 multiply 2 multiply 1, and at the 1 it returns the values. So my desired output is the 120 and it's 120. So recursion may feel tricky now, but once we start DSA, this will make sense. So today we cover a lot: variables, operator, condition, loop, function, string, recursion, everything you need before starting real DSA problem. And in the next video we will cover the arrays. Next is the map and set. And if you found this video helpful, drop a like, subscribe to JDCodebase, and turn on the bell icon, because in the next video we will go deep into the arrays, map, set, and then start real DSA. And code and PPT file are available in the video description. I will see you in the next one.